Hi YouTubers, I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to be pressure canning summer squash. This was given to me by my son. I don't know where he got it. But anyways, what we have to do first, which I already did, was wash it. It's going to have to be peeled, the seeds taken out, and cut up into 1-inch chunks. And then we have to blanch it for 2 minutes. Alright, I got them peeled. I just used a spoon to scoop out the seeds. And luckily the skin was easy enough where I could just use a potato peeler to peel off the skins. So now I got to cut them up in 1-inch chunks and do the other. Alright, there's my jars all sterilized. I'm going to put, I believe it's 1/4 of a teaspoon pink Himalayan salt in the jars, and it's only for flavoring. There's no way you could put enough salt in the jars for preserving, and I like the little jars that I'm going to use for convenience because I love squash with butter. But you're not going to put the butter in until, you know, you're ready to eat it. So I have my squash starting to come up to heat. It's going to blanch, whatever you call it, for 2 minutes. And then I'll ladle it into the jars. And then cover with water. 1 inch of headspace. Make sure there's no bubbles in there, and I'm going to use the tool to measure. Yeah, they're all small mouth with one large mouth, and I got my lids and seals over there waiting. So evidently blanching the zucchini or your summer squash stops the enzymes from working, so that the zucchini or summer squash will not become mushy or discolored. You cannot put the summer squash into jars that's already been pureed. You have to put it in the jars loose packed. Make sure there's no air bubbles, but they gotta be loose packed in the jars. I got my 3 quarts of water in the pressure cooker. Okay, I think 2 minutes is up. So blanching supposedly helps it keep its flavor, texture, and vitamins and all that good stuff. So I gotta work fast here. I got a little ladle to drain the water. And put it in there. Maybe a couple more. Oh, that one's still got seeds. I thought oops. Oh, well. I wonder if I can get that one out. Not supposed to have seeds in there. Let's see if I can find it. There it is, right on the top. Alright, come here. Alright. Take that one out. Okay. I don't know if it's bad to have your seeds in there, but I'm not taking any chances. I have never done squash before. Okay, looks good. Put in our water. And of course I don't have my measuring cup. Gotta get that out. Forgot to get that out. Put our water in. Get the bubbles out. Oh, I see a couple seeds. Oh well. Live and learn, right? Okay. Alright, 1 inch. And we'll get a little bit of vinegar on my cloth sterilize the lip. Get my lid. And of course they're all upside down in here. And there's two stuck there. Okay. I found out too that finger tightening them, I haven't been doing that adequately on some of the jars. So I actually had one, the ring and all, blow off. Alright. Let me get a different one. It's hard for me to do this with one hand. Okay, that one's probably better. I gotta order some new rings. Get on there. Okay, I gotta use two hands. Yeah, I don't know if the ring wiggled itself loose, but the ring... I'm having a heck of a time here. Oops. But the ring and the lid on one of the jars that I was doing the other day actually blew off. Alright, so I'm going to do the rest and be back in a minute. Alright, I almost forgot to add my vinegar to the water. That helps your jars from being discolored. Alright. Alright, there we go. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 jars. And we'll put on the lid and let it vent for 10 minutes. After the air starts coming out, I got a couple pieces of, oop, wrong way. Yep, got it wrong backwards. Okay. And my little spot where I put the weights getting discolored, I noticed. Trying to do this with one hand. Alright, I'll be back. Couldn't do it with one hand. Alright, got it locked in place. We're going to put it on high until it starts venting. And then we'll let it vent for 10 minutes. Nipple or whatever you want to call it came up. So I'm going to let it vent now. I don't know if you can see it. For 10 minutes. Alright, it's been venting for 10 minutes. And we'll put the weight on it. I'm going to reach it. I'm making some coffee here. Alright. Okay. Now we'll wait until it gets up to 11 pounds. And then set the timer for 55 minutes. That's because these are little pint jars, not quarts. Alright, my 55 minutes is up. I'm going to turn off the heat and let it cool down until the nipple goes down and there's no steam coming out of the weight. Okay, it's done. It's cooled off enough where I could take off the lid. And they all look good. We'll take them out. At least this time, the ring stayed on and didn't blow off. Like I said, I had one jar the other day where the ring must have wiggled loose during its processing. And yeah, the ring and the lid blew off. Oh, I was doing hot dogs. That's what it was. I was doing more hot dogs. I should show you guys that. Yeah, I gotta be careful when I'm doing, and here I'm too busy yakking. I did some hot dogs with barbecue sauce. Oh my goodness, they came out so good. My grandsons ate them, gobbled them up. They had some just on bread. And then I keep doing that. I'm going to break them. And then I made macaroni cheese. And put the hot dogs, cut them up, and put the hot dogs in there. But with maybe 1 tablespoon of barbecue sauce in the jars as they were processing. Oh my goodness, it was like the best hot dogs I've ever eaten. And they were the cheapy hot dogs that I did before. Oops, I probably should do that again and do a video on it for you guys. Yeah, they look good. Okay, I gotta move these back a little bit. I got them too close to the edge of the counter. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks good. There was a little bit left over, enough for a bowl that I couldn't fit into the jars from those 3 summer squashes. And I put them with a little butter because I like them with butter. I wasn't real happy with the flavor. I don't know what variety these were. I assume that I think it was my ex-sister-in-law that grew them, and that's where my son got them. But so they'll sit. Oop, my finger is in the camera. They will sit here until tomorrow, and then I'll remove the rings and wash them up, label them, date them. Yeah, and it's probably enough for maybe 2 meals, side dishes, and it makes it convenient because they're all cooked, all processed. So if I ever want to snack a summer squash, I got it. Yeah, 9 jars from 3 of those that I showed you in the beginning. So if you have any more tips, please let me know. I am a beginner, and being a beginner, I'm 67 years old. If I can do it and learn new things, you can too. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the tips that everybody's been giving me. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.